There you go.
Okay, so we did blues 2.
Blues 2. Blues and open.
Yeah, blues and open.
So we actually started in closed, because we talked about what we did at the very end of last week. So we did this little, worked on getting a rotation in our basic blues, and then did a roll-out turn to land in open. Again, this is just our partner rolling off of the leader's arm.
And
Catching with the leader's left hand.
Yeah. And then we went over some kind of just vocabulary steps. So the fishtail.
So we started with fishtails, which is just sitting back on either foot as if you were trying to take up 2 chairs at a bar, 2 stools at a bar. So, looks like, so you sit, 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 sit. That was fishtails. We also did booches, which you want to face the camera on the side.
So they're kind of like horizontal figure eights that you draw with your hips. So one circle and another circle.
Yes. So you go press and move your hip around, press and move your hip around. So these are mooches.
And then we did
grinds, which are the opposite. Instead of doing horizontal circles with our hips, we're doing vertical circles. So you lift your hip up with your side and fall, lift up and fall. So these are our vocabulary. Again, grinds, mooches, and fishtails. And all of this goes along with our basic from last week, the slow drag, which just looks like this. So then we talked about putting it into open. So again, all of these patterns you can do solo, you can do in open, though they don't actually end up being led. As we talked about in class, there's a lot of room for
interpretation, in rhythm, variant, speed, all that stuff.
Yeah. Again, grinds you can do also. We talked about getting into closed from open, which we did this little exercise with leaders shuffle towards their partner, and then just pick up into closed, and also shuffling back to get out into open.
And then dancing.
And then you can dance back into closed. And then for the end, we talked about doing all of our vocabulary in closed, so you can do your fishtails in closed, your mooches, and your grind. All enclosed.
And that was blues 2.
Blues 2.